Thank you very much, progressive revolutionaries who have joined this call to oppose the ED 2030 agenda. Fellow Zimbabweans, as youth of today, we carry the burdens, not just of yesterday, but the burdens of tomorrow and of posterity. Zanu-PF, for all its lack of direction and purpose, when it concerns the very same people it claims to represent, there's not just been an era of errors, but it has become a symbol of tired narratives, excuses, and punitive accumulation of wealth and power that has become so brazen. It is now serious, since our comrades, on the intelligence and integrity of the young people of this country. Of this country. It's not just the intelligence of this country, but also as the youth of this nation, we are deeply disturbed by these unconstitutional mechanisms and the brave disregard for the law and spirit of democracy in this nation. They have seen it fit to extend the term of one so corrupt and disengaged from the everyday lived realities of the people of this country. The excuse of this extension would be seen as ridiculous and out of context, if not for the chain of ridiculous and downright dangerous decisions that the part of Zanu-PF has made in its blood history of great disservice to this nation. By reactionary noise resolution that seeks to amend the constitution does not only weaken our constitution, but weakens our future as the young people of this country. Through elevating mortal beings who can be easily replaced by anyone seated next to us here, they have sought to create an illusion that President Mnangagwa is some superman of a leader, when it's very obvious that this decision has less to do with the people of this country, but more to accumulate wealth and to promote the agenda of the Ghana and this nation. Comrades and friends, the reality is that as young people, we will not continue and sit idly and go down in history as the most enlightened generation, but docile in our lifetime. Comrades and friends, we are already aware of the issues that are affecting not just the few millions of youth who are, not just few millions of youth, but the generality of Zimbabweans. The young people are unemployed. They are sinking in depression. They are in financial difficulties and very few opportunities. We have a shrinking civic space and disorganized tertiary education system that the system has created. The mess must be cleaned, not beyond 2028. We are of the view that as students in this country, Emerson Mnangagwa has kept enough unemployed graduates. You cannot continue beyond 2028 to keep degree vendors. They have reduced our degrees into a vending certificate, and we will not allow that to happen as young people in this country. A constitution must outlive leaders and not suffer the fate of being amended to soothe the egos and comfort of power-hungry dictators. We stand ready to defend the constitution.
So the message that we want to send to our people and to the patriots who are here is that your message has been heard. You have shown that you shall not be intimidated. The people shall defend democracy and constitution and the constitution.
Been hunting down and following us wherever we have been. We went to our lawyer Agents Gumbo to give him instructions to the effect that we must be allowed to proceed with our press conference. But they came and besieged the law firm of Agents Gumbo that we were not supposed to be and to be allowed to gather at any moment. And also, as you have all witnessed since morning, that there was a terrorist attack at our intended venue here at SAPEST TRUST, which is owned by Professor Ibbo Mandaza, who is with us here. It shows the state of the national panic as we are speaking here and we are gathered here. You can see the riot police officers are now approaching here, demonstrating that the dictatorship is in panic. So Zimbabweans, don't panic. Very soon we are going to announce the next course of action.
Very sorry to Dr. Mandaza in the arson. Very sorry to Gilbert Mbrende in the arson that took place at his house. This is a new process, a united process of concerned citizens against the mutilation of our constitution, against the vandalization of our constitution. It's a non-partisan, non-political effort to defend the constitution. So we are uniting everyone to move forward to defend the constitution, the constitutionalism, the values of the liberation struggle, and the values of our own democratic struggle with people like the great Morgan Tsvangirai and the great Gibson Sibanda. So we will tell you in due course our next course of action. But we
are united against the 2030 nonsense. We are not at all going to accept it. And this is a statement. The reason why the regime is panicking is because now, even as democratic forces, we have found each other. We are coalescing and we are brought together by a common purpose to oppose the mutilation of our constitution. And that is not going to change. So,
Jordan.